Before a warrior swings their first strike, something shifts internally. Before a champion lifts the trophy, something ignites in the soul. Before a winner rises, a simple truth is born: I refuse to stay where I am. This is the awakening, the moment when your excuses lose their power. The moment the old version of you trembles because it knows it's being replaced. Today, you confront the truth: you have more inside you than you have ever shown. You have more strength than you have ever used. You have more potential than you have ever tapped into. You have been surviving, but now you're about to start winning. You've been enduring storms, but now you're about to start commanding them. Stands up and declares, I will not let life talk to me any way it wants. I am back, I am ready, I am rising. Everything changes when you stop accepting what life gives you and start demanding what you deserve. It's a rebirth. A mental resurrection. The moment when your spirit stands up from the dust and says, this is my story. I decide how it ends. Let me tell you something powerful: the moment you awaken, the enemy within you wakes too. Your doubt starts screaming, your fear starts crawling, your excuses start negotiating. But you do not negotiate with weakness, you do not reason with fear, you do not bargain with limitations, you rise above them. From this moment forward, everything you do, think, and decide must align with one unbreakable truth: it's not over until you win. The decision to rise. Every transformation begins with a decision, a real one. Not a wish. Not a hope, not a moment of excitement that fades in a day. A decision is a line drawn in the sand. A contract with your future. A vow you make to yourself that failure cannot cancel and fear cannot intimidate. Most people never rise because they never decide. They say someday. They say maybe. They say I'll try. But winners don't try, they commit. They say, I am done holding back. I am done quitting early. I am done living below my potential. A true decision feels like a shift in your soul. You can feel your old self losing control. You can feel your excuses losing their voice. You can feel your destiny getting louder. Listen. Life bends for the person who makes a clear decision. Doors begin to open. People begin to appear. Opportunities begin to form. Not because the universe likes you, but because you finally started moving with purpose. And here's the truth: you don't need the whole staircase. You just need the first step. Deciding to rise doesn't mean you aren't scared. It means fear is no longer the one driving. Deciding to rise doesn't mean the path is easy. It means the path is worth it. Deciding to rise doesn't mean you know exactly how everything will work out. It means you trust yourself to figure it out as you go. Winners don't wait for perfect conditions, they decide under pressure. They decide with tears in their eyes, fear in their voice, when everything is uncertain. Because that's when decisions matter most. This is about claiming back your authority. You are not waiting for permission. You are not waiting for validation. You are not waiting for someone to save you. You are declaring to the world, I choose to rise. I choose to fight. I choose to win. And once a person decides, truly decides, their destiny rearranges itself to cooperate with their determination. Today, right here, you make that decision. This is the moment the story shifts. This is where your future starts changing direction. From now on, you don't hope to win, you are marching toward victory. The reason you can't quit: your dream is bigger than you. Your victory is not just about you. Your fight affects generations. There is a future version of you, stronger, wiser, fulfilled, waiting on the other side of your discipline. There are people you haven't met yet whose lives will be changed because you decided not to quit. There are doors that will open for your family because of the sacrifices you make today. Your fight is not personal, it is generational. This is why you cannot quit. You can't quit because you were built for more. There is a reason you feel restless. A reason you feel like there is something bigger inside you. A reason it hurts when you hold back. That's your potential calling to you. It's your greatness refusing to stay quiet. Your discomfort is not a sign of weakness, it is evidence of untapped strength. Quitting would force you to live life pretending you are smaller than you truly are. You can't quit because you haven't seen your own power yet. You haven't even scratched the surface of what you're capable of. You haven't seen yourself when you're fully focused. You haven't seen yourself when you refuse excuses. You haven't seen yourself when you're operating at 100%. What if the moment you quit is one step before the moment you would have broken through? What if everything you want is sitting 1 meter behind the wall you stopped pushing? You can't quit, you're too close. You can't quit because life won't reward half-hearted effort. Life doesn't give trophies to people who almost stayed consistent. Life doesn't celebrate people who almost committed. Life does not honor those who give 50%. Life pays the full price only to those who give the full effort. You can't quit because you haven't matched the level of effort needed to claim the life you want. Not yet. But you can, if you keep going. You can't quit because someone needs you to win. Somebody is watching you, maybe your siblings, your future kids, your community, your younger self trapped in your memories. They need your victory. They need your example. Your story will teach them how to survive, how to rise, how to fight. Quitting would rob them of the inspiration they need. You don't even know whose hero you're becoming. You can't quit because you haven't earned the ending yet. Your story is still being written. The plot is still unfolding. The struggle is the setup, not the ending. You don't close the book in the middle of a battle. You don't stop the movie when the hero is bleeding. You don't declare defeat while the storm is still raging. You keep going, because victory belongs to those who finish. You can't quit because one day you'll thank yourself. One day, maybe a year from now, maybe 10, you will look back at this moment with tears in your eyes and say, "Thank God I didn't quit. Thank God I pushed one more day. Thank God I kept going." Your future self is cheering for you right now, begging you not to stop, begging you to push through this, so they can live in freedom. You can't quit. You have too much to lose, too much to gain, too much inside you to walk away now. Because the truth that now lives in your spirit is simple and unbreakable. It's not over until you win. Pressure is a privilege. Most people run from pressure. They avoid responsibility, hide from challenges, and escape from anything that demands strength, but not you not anymore. You're learning something powerful. Pressure is not the enemy. Pressure is the indicator that you're rising. It means you're being stretched, you're operating outside your comfort zone, you're carrying something important, something valuable, something meaningful. If life is pressuring you, it's because life sees something in you worth shaping. Pressure builds strength. Think about it. Steel is forged in fire. Champions are forged in resistance. Leaders are forged in responsibility. Everything legendary is produced under extreme conditions. Pressure is the weight that builds your inner muscles, focus, discipline, resilience, resolve. Without pressure, you'd stay average, you'd stay comfortable, you'd stay ordinary. Pressure is the training ground of greatness. You're not being crushed. You're being prepared. Pressure reveals what you're made of. Diamonds don't become diamonds because they're pretty. They become diamonds because they survived intense pressure beneath the earth. People see the shine but forget the squeezing. Pressure reveals the fighter in you. Pressure exposes your hidden courage. Pressure wakes up your dormant strength. If life is squeezing you right now, it's because you're becoming something rare. The average person collapses under pressure. But champions transform under pressure. Pressure creates a higher standard. When you carry pressure, your life changes. You stop tolerating laziness. You stop accepting excuses. You stop settling for good enough. Pressure demands excellence. Pressure sharpens your focus. Pressure pushes you to elevate your performance. The workload, the responsibilities, the expectations, they are shaping you into the person capable of handling the success you want. If you can't handle pressure at this level, how will you handle responsibility at the next level? Life is strengthening your capacity so your blessing won't break you. Pressure means you're trusted with more. Life doesn't test the weak, it tests the chosen. Pressure is proof that you are carrying potential, that you are capable, that you are being prepared for a bigger impact. You don't see pressure placed on people who have nothing ahead of them. You see pressure on people who have destinies too valuable to waste. You're not overwhelmed because you're weak. You're overwhelmed because you're growing. Pressure separates dreamers from doers. Everyone dreams, few execute. Pressure is the difference. When pressure hits, the dreamers give up. But doers adjust, adapt, and advance. Pressure is the filter that separates the temporary from the timeless, the talkers from the achievers, the pretenders from the contenders. You are proving right now that you aren't just dreaming, you're doing. Pressure turns you into a threat. Pressure sharpens your instincts. Pressure deepens your hunger. Pressure hardens your determination. When you learn to carry pressure without collapsing, you become dangerous. You become someone who doesn't break easily. Someone who can't be intimidated. Someone who can't be pushed around. Pressure transforms you into the version of yourself capable of winning and keeping the victory once you have it. Pressure is a privilege. Not everyone gets to carry big dreams. Not everyone is trusted with big responsibilities. Not everyone has the capacity to rise. Pressure means something inside you is too powerful, too meaningful, too big for an easy path. Pressure means you are chosen to rise higher than most. So don't run from pressure. Run through it. Stand tall under it. Grow stronger under it. Let it mold you, stretch you, shape you. Because every time pressure hits and you keep moving, you reinforce a truth that cannot be shaken. It's not over until you win. The shift in self-belief. Before anything in your life changes, your belief about yourself must change first. Everything you do, everything you attempt, everything you pursue, it all rises or falls on the strength of your self-belief. You cannot outrun your mindset. You cannot outperform your identity. You cannot win with a defeated inner voice. This is where you undergo an internal transformation, the moment your self-image evolves from "I hope I win" to "I am built to win." Your mind is the control center of your life. It is a battlefield, and your beliefs are the weapons. If you believe you're not enough, you will sabotage yourself. If you believe you're destined to lose, you will create patterns that confirm it. If you believe life is against you, you will only notice obstacles. But when you believe in your ability to rise, everything changes. You start noticing opportunities, leaning into challenges. You start performing like someone who expects victory. Belief is not motivational fluff, it is strategy. Winners win twice, first in their mind, then in the world. You must upgrade your inner voice. Your inner voice is either your coach or your executioner. Most people lose because their internal voice is abusive. It tells them they're not enough. It reminds them of past failures. It magnifies fears and minimizes strengths. Your inner voice must be retrained. You need to speak to yourself like someone you're responsible for building. Like someone you are raising into greatness. Like someone whose success matters. Tell yourself, "I rise, I endure, I adapt, I conquer, I win." Because the voice you listen to the most shapes the path you walk. Belief gives you access to power you didn't know you had. When you believe you can rise, your brain activates creativity. Your body finds energy. Your spirit awakens courage. Your discipline strengthens. Belief unlocks hidden rooms within you. You start tapping into courage you forgot you had. You start using strength you didn't know was available. You start discovering abilities that pressure brings out of you. Belief is the multiplier of effort. Your identity must match your goals. You cannot achieve the life of a lion with the identity of a lamb. You cannot build a future champion with a mindset shaped by old failures. Your goals require a new version of you, a version that thinks like a winner, walks like a winner, shows up like a winner, and refuses to quit like a winner. You must start identifying yourself as someone who finishes, adapts, improves, grows, fights, succeeds. Winning is not just a destination, it is an identity you step into. You must stop borrowing the opinions of people who quit. Your belief system must not be based on people who gave up, people who settled, people who stopped trying, people who talk big but act small. You cannot let their doubts become your limits. You cannot let their fears become your blueprint. You cannot let their insecurities shape your confidence. You know who you are becoming. You know what you carry. You know what you're capable of. Stop letting the opinion of the unqualified silence the potential of the unstoppable. Belief gives birth to boldness. When you believe in yourself deeply, something changes. You stop asking for permission, waiting for perfect timing, shrinking to make others comfortable. You stop apologizing for wanting more. Belief makes you bold. Bold enough to start, to continue, to finish and to win. The shift becomes permanent. This is not a temporary emotional moment. This is a restructuring of your mindset. From this point forward, you walk differently, you speak differently, you think differently, you show up differently, you fight differently, you expect differently. You no longer wonder if you can win. You no longer hope things will work out. You no longer doubt your value. You have stepped into a higher level of belief, one that activates destiny and intimidates excuses. This is the moment you become unstoppable from the inside out. Your identity aligns with your future, your inner voice becomes your weapon. This is the time you declare, I believe in me and it's not over until I win. When the world doubts you, at some point in your journey, you will face a powerful, painful truth. Not everyone will believe in you, not everyone will support you, not everyone will understand you, and that's okay. Because your destiny was never a group project. If the world doubts you, let it. If people underestimate you, let them. If some laugh, mock, or question your dream, let them. Their doubt is not your burden. Their disbelief is not your limitation. Their opinion is not your destiny. This is about learning to stand strong, unshaken, unbothered, and unmoved when the world does not clap for your dreams. People doubt what they cannot do themselves. Understand this deeply. Most people who doubt you aren't analyzing your ability, they're projecting their limitations. People who quit early expect you to quit early. People who gave up on their dreams want you to give up on yours. People who fear risk want you to fear risk. People who stay small feel threatened when you aim big. Their doubt says more about them than it ever will about you. Never let someone's personal limits become your professional ceiling. Silence is the best response to doubt. You don't need to defend yourself. You don't need to explain your dream. You don't need to convince anyone to believe in you. Winners do not waste their breath. They let results speak. They let consistency speak. They let transformation speak. Talk less, work more, let success finish the conversation. Use doubt as a mirror, not a cage. When people doubt you, don't shrink. Don't get small, don't second-guess your worth. Instead, pause and ask yourself, do I believe in myself more than they disbelieve in me? If the answer is yes, you keep going. If the answer is no, you strengthen your belief until it becomes unshakable. Their doubt is noise. Your belief is power. The most dangerous person is the one who believes in themselves despite rejection. Imagine this version of you, not moved by opinions, not shaken by criticism, not slowed down by judgment, not discouraged by silence, not intimidated by disbelief. This is the version of you that becomes unstoppable, that wins again and again. This is the version of you the world eventually respects. People may doubt you now, but they won't be able to ignore you later. Your story will change their mind. Here's the irony. The same people who doubted you will later say, I always knew you'd make it. I always believed in you. I always saw something in you. They'll pretend they never doubted you. They'll rewrite their memory because your success will be undeniable and you won't even be bitter. Because you'll know something they didn't know. Their doubt didn't delay you. Their disbelief didn't weaken you. Their skepticism didn't stop you. You kept going. You kept fighting. You kept believing. Because your strength never came from their approval, it came from your determination. You must adopt the winner's attitude. Winners do not crumble because of doubt. They grow because of it. When someone doubts you, say, watch me. When someone mocks you, say, you'll see. When someone counts you out, say, count again. When someone underestimates you, say, you did that too soon. Because winners know one thing, the story is not over, the race is not finished. The final chapter is still being written. And when it ends, the world will see exactly what you saw in yourself all along. This is where your skin thickens, your mind sharpens, your heart hardens, your spirit strengthens. You rise above doubt. You rise above critics. You rise above negativity. Because the world's doubt cannot stop a person who has decided to win. Repeat it loudly, it's not over until I win. The pressure that builds champions. Champions rise when the weight gets heavier. When you feel overwhelmed, stressed, tired, or pushed to the edge, don't misread the moment. That is not a sign to stop. That is a sign you're on the verge of growth. People who win don't avoid pressure. They interpret it correctly. Pressure equals evidence that you're operating at a higher level than before. When the journey gets difficult, don't say, "Why is this happening to me?" Say, "This is building something in me that nothing else can create." Because the truth is this, if the road was smooth, you'd never become strong. If everything was easy, you'd never become extraordinary. If there were no obstacles, you'd never evolve into the person capable of holding the victory you're chasing. It's not over until I win means you embrace the pressure, you welcome the grind, you lean into resistance instead of retreating from it. Let me tell you something powerful, there are people with more talent and more resources than you. But they won't outlast you. They're sprinters. You're a marathon fighter. They shine early. You shine permanently. Why? Because you've decided it's not over until you say it's over and you're nowhere near done. Champions aren't the ones without stress. Champions are the ones who use stress as fuel. Every time the pressure mounts, repeat this to yourself, "This is shaping me. This is sharpening me. This is strengthening me. This is preparing me for the level I asked for." You prayed for growth, pressure is part of the answer. You asked for success, pressure is the training ground. You demanded a breakthrough, pressure is the doorway. And when it gets tough, remember this truth, a delayed win is not a denied win, a long battle is not a lost battle. A slow climb is still a climb. You're still moving, you're still rising, you're still in the game, and as long as you refuse to quit, victory is obligated to show up. You're not done, you're not defeated, you're not finished. It's not over until you win. The breakthrough mindset. Now we step into a level most people never reach, the breakthrough mindset, the mindset that refuses to accept limits, refuses to accept excuses, refuses to accept anything less than transformation. Breakthroughs don't happen by accident. They are engineered, built, fought for, manifested through decisions, discipline, and a refusal to stay where you are. A breakthrough is when everything in you says stop, but your spirit rises up and says, "No. I go further." A breakthrough is when your circumstances scream impossible, but your belief whispers, "Watch me make it possible." A breakthrough is not a moment. It's a mindset. Let me give you the core pillars of the breakthrough mindset. Breakthrough requires violent decision, not physical violence, mental violence. A tearing away from your old self. A ripping apart of old excuses, old habits, old identities. Breakthrough starts the moment you say, "I refuse to live like this any longer." That single decision is more powerful than fear, doubt, or struggle. Breakthrough demands repeated attack. You don't tap a wall once and expect it to fall. You strike it again, and again, and again, not softly, not casually, not when you feel inspired. You keep attacking even when you're tired, you're unsure, you don't see results, you feel alone. Nothing makes sense, everything looks impossible. Breakthrough respects persistence. Breakthrough requires inner violence against limits. Your biggest barrier is not the world around you. It's the world inside you. Your limits aren't real, they're inherited, from fear, from failure, from past mistakes, from people who gave up, from environments that expected nothing. The breakthrough mindset says, everything that used to stop me, no longer has permission. Not fear, not doubt, not procrastination, not insecurity, not circumstances, not setbacks. They don't rule you anymore. Breakthrough always comes to those who stay in the fight. Every storm has a breaking point, every wall has a weakening spot, every obstacle has a moment where it gives way. Most people never reach that moment, because they quit too early. But you've already made the declaration, It's not over until I win. That means you don't stop at frustration. You don't stop at exhaustion. You don't stop at heartbreak. You don't stop at confusion. You don't stop at failure. You stop at victory. The breakthrough mindset creates unstoppable people who don't fold, don't retreat, don't surrender, don't crumble under pressure, don't accept defeat. People like you are not trying anymore, you're transforming, you're not hoping, you're becoming. Your breakthrough isn't ahead of you, it's inside you, waiting to be unleashed. Say the words aloud, this is my time. My breakthrough belongs to me. Turning pain into power. Pain is not your punishment. Pain is your raw material. It is the gasoline for greatness, the fire that melts the old version of you and forges a stronger, sharper, relentless version. Most people run from pain. But champions turn pain into power. Today, you learn how. Pain is a teacher, not an enemy. Pain exposes what needs to change. It reveals weaknesses so you can strengthen them. It points to the areas where you've settled, stagnated, or avoided discomfort. Pain is the alarm clock of growth. Every time something hurts, emotionally or physically, ask yourself, what is this pain trying to teach me? Because pain always has a message, and when you interpret it correctly, you transform. Pain gives you fuel others don't have. People who have suffered carry a fire inside them. They have depth, they have hunger, they have drive. They have scars that remind them of where they refuse to return. Your pain gives you an advantage. People who never struggled don't have your strength. People who never lose don't have your resilience. People who never felt broken don't have your wisdom. Your pain gave you a reservoir of power that will outlast everyone who had it easy. You didn't break. You were tempered. Pain sharpens focus. When life hits you hard, your priorities become crystal clear. What matters, what doesn't, who is real, who is noise, what you must protect, what you must pursue. Pain removes distractions. It makes your mission clear. It narrows your vision to what truly counts, and when your focus sharpens, your progress skyrockets. Pain builds mental muscle. Pain pushes you beyond your comfort zone, and comfort zones never produce champions. Every painful experience is building mental durability, emotional discipline, spiritual strength, inner steel. You're becoming someone who cannot be intimidated by life. Problems that once scared you now barely shake you. Challenges that once broke you now bore you. Your growth is making you unrecognizable to your old self. Pain awakens your inner warrior. There is a version of you that only emerges when your back is against the wall. A version that refuses to surrender, that claws, fights, and pushes forward no matter what. This is the warrior inside you, and pain is the key that unlocks them. When life hits you, don't shrink, stand up, straighten your back. And say, thank you for the fuel. Because every hit life throws becomes another spark for your fire. Another reason to keep moving. Another opportunity to prove who you really are. Pain reminds you of the mission. Whenever you feel pain, remind yourself, you're still here. You're still breathing. You're still in the fight. If the pain didn't stop you before, it won't stop you now. You've come too far to go back. You've endured too much to quit. You've survived seasons that were designed to destroy you. So now the only direction left is forward. Pain strengthens your declaration, it's not over until I win. That is not just a phrase. It's a vow. A covenant you made with yourself. A promise sealed by your pain, powered by your resilience, and fueled by your purpose. Pain doesn't weaken you. Pain proves you're built for victory. You are becoming unstoppable, unbreakable, unshakable. Your pain is turning into power, hour by hour, step by step, fight by fight. Champion-level discipline, this is where the dreamers fall behind and the winners pull ahead. You've faced pain. You've stared down doubt. You've survived pressure. Now it's time to master yourself, because nothing in life can stop a disciplined person. Discipline is the bridge between desire and achievement. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline never sleeps. Discipline is the relentless engine that keeps you moving when emotion, energy, and luck run out. Here it's about building champion-level discipline, the kind that no obstacle, no setback, and no temptation can break. Discipline is choosing what matters most, starts with clarity. You must know what you want and why you want it. Everything else becomes secondary. Every distraction, every excuse, every negative influence loses its power. When you are clear about your mission, discipline is easier because it becomes non-negotiable. Your choices align automatically and your actions follow your purpose. Discipline is doing what must be done, even when you don't want to. There will be days when you feel tired, you feel frustrated, it seems impossible. The difference between quitters and winners is simple. Quitters wait for motivation. Winners act despite lack of motivation. Discipline is moving forward when energy, inspiration, and support are absent. It's doing the work, not because you feel like it, but because you made a decision to win. Discipline builds momentum. Small, consistent actions repeated over time create unstoppable momentum. Every time you honor your commitments, no matter how small, you strengthen your habits, reinforce your identity, and increase your confidence. Momentum compounds. One disciplined day leads to two, two leads to three. Three lead to a chain reaction that propels you towards success faster than luck or talent ever could. Discipline is your engine. Momentum is your vehicle. Victory is the destination. Discipline protects your victory. The world is full of distractions and temptations and people trying to derail you. Discipline is your shield. It protects your progress, secures your focus, and it ensures that your dreams are not stolen by laziness, fear, or indecision. No one can derail you once discipline is your default. No one can distract you once your routine is unshakable. No one can stop you once your actions are unstoppable. Discipline reinforces the declaration, "It's not over until I win." Every time you act with discipline, you prove to yourself that you are serious. Every small victory of consistency compounds into larger victories, and it pushes you closer to the life you've claimed as your own. Discipline is the engine that makes your promise unstoppable. Your vow to win is no longer a statement of hope, it is a statement of inevitability. Stand up. Take control of your time. Take control of your energy. Make discipline your weapon. And remember, it's not over until you win. The lonely hours, the place where most people quit, where dreams are tested, and where true strength is revealed. This is the hour of solitude, struggle, and silent victories. The lonely hours are not a punishment, they are the proving ground for anyone who wants greatness. When no one is watching, no one is cheering, and no one believes in you, this is where your character is forged. The lonely hours are where you separate yourself from the rest. Most people give up when life gets hard. Most people stop when effort feels thankless. Most people quit when no one is there to validate them. But in the quiet, in the darkness, in the absence of applause, you keep going. This is where winners are made. Not in the spotlight. Not in comfort. Not when life is easy. If you want to be extraordinary, you must embrace the lonely hours. Loneliness builds mental toughness. Being alone forces you to rely on yourself. It forces you to trust your decisions, to be accountable for your actions. No one can fight your battles for you, no one can carry your weight. No one can push you forward but yourself. The lonely hours sharpen your mind. They harden your resolve. They turn fear into focus. They turn doubt into determination. Loneliness teaches self-reliance. If you always wait for guidance, support, or validation, you will never win on your own. The lonely hours teach you to become your own coach, your own mentor, your own cheerleader. You learn to make decisions without applause. You learn to keep fighting without recognition. You learn that your strength comes from within, not from the approval of others. Loneliness tests commitment. The lonely hours reveal your true intentions. When life gets quiet and the distractions vanish, ask yourself, do I keep going because it's easy, or because I am committed? Commitment is proven in solitude. Consistency is proven when no one notices. Character is proven when you keep showing up, without anyone cheering. Loneliness is freedom. Ironically, the lonely hours give you freedom. They remove distractions, forces, and opinions that pull you off course. In solitude, you hear your own voice clearly, your purpose becomes undeniable, you connect with your strength, your vision, and your willpower. The lone warrior triumphs. You are not defined by the presence of others. You are not limited by their encouragement or lack thereof. You are defined by your action, your persistence, your refusal to quit. When the world sleeps, you work. When the world doubts, you fight. When the world ignores, you rise. This is the time when legends are made in silence, that separates ordinary from unstoppable. Stand tall. Breathe deep. Look inward. And remember, it's not over until you win. Your identity is a weapon. This is where everything becomes personal, not your circumstances. Not your environment. Not your past. You become the deciding factor. Your identity, how you see yourself, how you value yourself, how you define yourself, becomes the weapon that guarantees victory. Your life changes the moment you stop trying to become someone else and start owning who you are. Your identity shapes your reality. Everything you do starts with who you believe you are. If you see yourself as weak, you act weak. If you see yourself as incapable, you act incapable. If you see yourself as a winner, you act as a winner. The world will treat you according to the person you've become in your own mind. Identity is the blueprint of action. Belief in yourself becomes unstoppable power when it aligns with action. Stop borrowing other people's limits. Most people live trapped by other people's definitions of them. They adopt the doubts, criticisms, and fears of those around them. They become smaller, weaker, and less capable because they internalize other people's limitations. You must break free. Your identity is yours. Your potential is yours. Your life is yours. Declare it. I will not be defined by anyone else's doubts or opinions. I am built for victory. I am built for greatness. I am built to finish where I started. Upgrade your identity daily. Who you are today is not who you must be tomorrow. Your past doesn't define your future. Every choice, every action, every thought builds your identity, hour by hour, day by day. Ask yourself every morning, who am I becoming? What kind of person do I need to be today to win tomorrow? Shape your identity consciously. When your identity rises, your results follow. The world cannot resist someone who knows exactly who they are. Identity protects you from setbacks. When failure hits, and it will, your identity will carry you. A weak identity collapses under pressure. A strong identity rises stronger from failure. You won't quit. You won't fold. You won't give in. Because your identity isn't based on results. It's based on who you are becoming, and what you have promised yourself. Your identity determines your destiny. It's not what you do occasionally that shapes your life. It's what you do consistently, and what you do consistently is determined by who you believe you are. Winners act like winners because they are winners. Leaders lead because they see themselves as leaders. Victors finish because they believe finishing is who they are. When you fully embrace this truth, identity becomes your most powerful weapon. Step into your power. From now forward, let your identity guide your actions. Let it guide your decisions. Let it guide your mindset. You are not fragile. You are not temporary. You are unstoppable. Repeat it loudly. My identity is my weapon. I am unbreakable. I am undeniable. I am unstoppable. It's not over until I win. The fight back. This is where the battle truly begins. You've awakened, decided, endured, and strengthened. Now, it's time to fight back, not against others, but against every force that tried to stop you. Fear, doubt, pain, laziness, setbacks, and the world that said you can't. The fight back is personal, it's relentless, it's fierce. It's the moment you refuse to accept anything less than victory. The fight back starts with your mind. Every victory begins in the mind, and defeat begins there too. You have faced storms, you've carried burdens, you've felt doubt and pain. Now you must take your mind back. Every negative thought, every self-limiting belief, every fear, confront it, challenge it, and destroy it. The fight back begins when you decide, I control my mind, and my mind controls my future. Reclaim your energy. You cannot fight effectively if you are drained by distractions, toxicity, or negativity. Cut off anything that siphons your focus. Eliminate what doesn't serve your mission. Protect your energy as if your life depends on it, because it does. Energy is the ammunition of the fight back. Without it, nothing else matters. With it, mountains can be moved. Stand taller than your setbacks. Life has tried to knock you down. People have doubted you. Pain has tested you. Obstacles have blocked you. This is your time to rise higher than all of it. Stand taller than your fears, stronger than your doubts, firmer than the voices that said you'd fail. You are not the person who started this journey. You are sharper, stronger, relentless. The fight back is fueled by every moment you were told no, every time you were laughed at, and every time the world underestimated you. Victory belongs to the fighter. The fight back is not about chance. It's about choice, persistence, refusing to quit, no matter how hard life pushes back. Every champion you admire started their fight back long before they saw results. Every hero you respect was knocked down, bruised, and underestimated before they claimed their victory. Now it's your turn. You fight, you rise, you win. And you remember this: it's not over until you win. The unstoppable mindset. This is where ordinary people quit and extraordinary people become relentless forces. This is where your mind becomes unshakable, your will becomes indestructible, and your spirit refuses to be broken. The unstoppable mindset is not just confidence. It's not just determination. It's a total takeover of your mental, emotional, and spiritual state, so nothing, and I mean nothing, can stop you. The mindset of unstoppable people think differently. They see obstacles as opportunities. They see setbacks as setups. They see criticism as fuel. Your mind can either be a prison or a weapon. The unstoppable mindset turns your mind into the most lethal weapon you own. Ask yourself, do I control my thoughts, or do my thoughts control me? When you answer with total ownership, you step into your unstoppable self. Refuse temporary defeat. Unstoppable people understand this truth. Temporary defeat does not equal permanent failure. Every time you are knocked down, it's not to stop you, it's to test how badly you want it. Every setback is a challenge to rise stronger, fight harder, and push further. You will face moments when giving up feels easier. This is where you tell yourself, I refuse to be defeated. Not now. Not ever. Unstoppable people control their focus. Distractions, negativity, and excuses will try to pull you away from your path. The unstoppable mindset is laser-focused. Your goals are vivid, your vision is clear, your actions are precise. Every moment is intentionally directed toward progress. Every thought is aligned with your purpose. Every action reinforces your victory. Distraction cannot survive a mind that is fully committed. Declare it loudly. Every morning, every hour, every action must reinforce this truth. I am unstoppable. I am relentless. I am unbreakable. I am not finished. It is not over until I win. Stand tall. Breathe deep. Own this mindset. It is the engine, the weapon, and the foundation of your victory. The power of resilience. This is where most people break, but you rise. Where toughness becomes second nature, where mental and emotional resilience are forged, and where no setback can keep you down. Resilience is more than enduring, it's bouncing back stronger every time you're knocked down. It's the fuel that converts failure into triumph, loss into lessons, and struggle into unstoppable momentum. Resilience is built, not born. Nobody is naturally unbreakable. Nobody is immune to pain, fear, or doubt. Resilience is created through challenge, through discomfort, through repeated refusal to quit. Every time life pushes you down and you get back up, your resilience grows. Every time you endure when others give up, your power multiplies. You are not weak. You are being tempered for victory. Failure is not the enemy. Most people see failure as a full stop. Resilient people see failure as a comma. Failure tells you what works, what doesn't, where you must improve. It's a signal, not a sentence. Every setback is a setup for your comeback. Your resilience turns "I failed" into "I learned" and then into "I conquered." Resilience is the foundation of victory. Without resilience, talent, motivation, and opportunity are wasted. With resilience, even average tools can achieve extraordinary results. Every champion, every successful person, every unstoppable human shares this trait. They refuse to quit. They rise. They endure. They keep going. Resilience is not optional. It's a requirement. Declare it as your truth. Every time you are tested, say, "I am resilient. I bend, but I do not break. I fall, but I rise stronger. Every challenge makes me unstoppable. It is not over until I win." Your power is unstoppable because your resilience is unshakable. Stand tall. Take the hits. Absorb the pain. This is your hour. This is your proof. The relentless pursuit. This is where champions separate themselves from the rest. It's where commitment turns into obsession, where effort turns into mastery, and where persistence becomes a relentless pursuit of victory. Relentless pursuit is not about being casual, passive, or inconsistent. It's about showing up every single day, with intensity, focus, and refusal to quit, no matter the odds. Pursue your goal like your life depends on it, because it does. Your future, your legacy, your dreams, and your identity are all at stake. Relentless pursuit means acting when you don't feel like it, fighting when you're tired, continuing when everyone else has quit. It's the difference between winners and everyone else. Winners never stop moving forward. Relentless pursuit requires obsession. Obsession is not unhealthy, it's disciplined focus at its peak. You must see your goal constantly, think about it, plan for it, adjust for it, fight for it. The world will try to distract you, obstacles will try to block you, setbacks will try to slow you. Relentless pursuit ignores all of it. It doesn't negotiate. It doesn't compromise. It executes with precision and intensity. Pursuit requires vision beyond the present. Relentless pursuit looks past temporary pain, setbacks, and frustration. It sees the long-term goal, the vision, the prize at the finish line. It's not distracted by what's immediate. It's not discouraged by what's happening now. It's anchored in what's coming next, what you're building, and what you are destined to achieve. Declare your relentless commitment. Repeat this aloud. I pursue relentlessly. I fight without pause. I rise above every challenge. I will not quit. It is not over until I win. Every action, every decision is proof of your relentless pursuit. Momentum, courage, focus, and results all follow people who refuse to stop. Stand up. Push forward. Refuse compromise. The world will bow to those who chase victory relentlessly, and you are one of them. Turning fear into fuel. Fear paralyzes the weak. Fear silences the undecided. Fear convinces people to quit. But not you. This time is about using fear as your most powerful weapon, transforming doubt, uncertainty, and anxiety into unstoppable energy. Fear is proof you're about to grow. Whenever fear rises, it's a signal you are stepping outside your comfort zone. You are entering territory that challenges your limits. You are about to expand your mind, body, and spirit. Fear is not the enemy, it's the compass pointing toward your breakthrough. Every fear you face and conquer builds courage, strength, and momentum. Reframe fear as fuel. Instead of asking, "Why am I scared?" ask, "How can this fear make me stronger?" Channel the nervous energy into action. Let fear sharpen your focus. Let fear heighten your awareness. Let fear intensify your drive. Fear becomes the engine, not the brake. It is the fuel that pushes you farther than comfort ever could. Fear amplifies growth. The person who avoids fear remains small. The person who faces fear grows beyond imagination. Every time you face fear and continue anyway, you gain confidence, you gain experience, you gain resilience, you gain mastery. Fear becomes your ally, not your enemy. Declare your fearless identity. Stand tall and say, "I am stronger than my fear." I am faster than my doubts. I am unshakable in the face of uncertainty. I turn every fear into fuel. It is not over until I win. Fear will try to show up again, but now you know the truth. It doesn't control you. It empowers you, and the more fear rises, the more unstoppable you become. Embracing the grind. This is where most people quit because the grind is relentless, exhausting, and unglamorous, but champions thrive here. This is where ordinary people see struggle and give up, and extraordinary people embrace the grind as their pathway to greatness. The grind is not punishment, it is preparation. It is the slow, steady, invisible work that compounds into unstoppable results. The grind reveals character. The grind will push you. It will test your patience. It will challenge your focus. But it also reveals your true self. Are you persistent? Are you committed? Are you willing to endure discomfort for long-term gain? Those who embrace the grind develop mental toughness that nothing can break. The grind creates relentless habits. Success is built through repetition. The grind is where habits are forged. Every day you show up, you strengthen discipline, you reinforce commitment. You build the foundation for unstoppable momentum. The grind is boring to those who quit, but to you, it is sacred work. The grind separates dreamers from doers. Anyone can talk about goals. Anyone can imagine success. But only those who embrace the grind take consistent, daily action. The grind filters out excuses, laziness, and hesitation. The grind produces results that no one can ignore. The grind builds momentum. Every small action in the grind compounds over time. Every effort, no matter how minor it seems now, stacks into massive results later. 1 hour of work becomes a day of progress. One day becomes a week, weeks become months, and months become years of unstoppable achievement. The grind is quiet, invisible, and relentless, but its impact is undeniable. Embrace discomfort. The grind is uncomfortable. It demands sacrifice. It stretches your limits. But comfort never builds champions. Discomfort fuels growth, sharpens focus, and transforms potential into power. If you want to win, you must love the grind, not just tolerate it. The grind strengthens your mind and body. Endurance, patience, and resilience are built in the grind. Your mind becomes sharper. Your body becomes stronger. Your spirit becomes unbreakable. The more you embrace the grind, the less intimidating life becomes. Challenges are no longer threats, they are opportunities to grow. Declare your love for the grind. Stand tall and say aloud, I embrace the grind. I endure discomfort. I take relentless action every day. I transform effort into mastery. It is not over until I win. The grind is your secret weapon, your preparation, and your path to victory. The power of persistence. The fight is long, the road is rough, and the temptation to quit is overwhelming. But persistence is the unseen force that separates the winners from everyone else. Persistence turns repeated effort into achievement, and refusal to quit into unstoppable momentum. Persistence outlasts talent. Talent is wasted if it's not consistent. Luck is fleeting if it's not pursued relentlessly. Persistence outlasts them all. It doesn't matter how strong, smart, or lucky someone else is, if they quit, you win. Persistent effort compounds until results are inevitable. Every no is one step closer to yes. The world will reject you. Opportunities will disappear. Doors will slam in your face. Persistence doesn't see rejection as failure, it sees it as part of the process. Every no teaches you, strengthens you, and positions you closer to the inevitable yes. Persistence builds unbreakable confidence. Every time you refuse to quit, you prove your strength to yourself, you reinforce your self-belief. You solidify your identity as a winner. Confidence isn't born, it's forged in the furnace of repeated, persistent action. Persistence transforms doubt into certainty and fear into courage. Persistence creates momentum. Every small action, repeated consistently, fuels unstoppable momentum. One day of persistence leads to the next. 1 week compounds into a month. 1 month compounds into years. Momentum generated through persistence is indestructible. It will carry you through setbacks, failures, and obstacles. Declare your persistence, stand tall, raise your voice, and say, I persist. I endure. I rise every time I fall. I keep moving when others stop. It is not over until I win. Persistence is the engine that guarantees your victory. It is unstoppable, unbreakable, and undeniable. The ultimate victory. Everything you've endured, every struggle, every lonely hour, every ounce of discipline, resilience, and persistence has led to this moment. This is where you claim your ultimate victory, not just a goal, not just a dream, but a transformation of your mind, your spirit, and your destiny. Victory belongs to the relentless. Victory is not for the lucky. It's not for the talented. It's not for those who wait for the perfect moment. Victory belongs to the relentless, those who fight when others quit, who rise when others fall, who push when everyone else stops. You are that person. You have shown up. You have endured. You have persisted. Victory is inevitable because you refuse to quit. Your journey is your power. Pressure strengthened you, pain empowered you, loneliness revealed your character, discipline shaped your identity, persistence ensured your forward motion. All of it compounds into an unstoppable force that cannot be denied. Your journey is proof that nothing can stop someone who refuses to surrender. Victory is a mindset. Winning is not just an outcome, it is a declaration, a state of mind, a refusal to accept less than what you deserve. Victory lives in your thoughts, your actions, your identity. Say it aloud, I am victorious. I am unstoppable. I am unbreakable. It is not over until I win. When victory becomes your mindset, the universe has no choice but to align with you. Claim your destiny. The world may doubt you, life may challenge you, people may oppose you, it doesn't matter. You have endured the storms, you have mastered your mind, you have honed your spirit. Now is the moment to claim your destiny. Now is the moment to rise and stand as the person you were always meant to be. Victory is continuous. Victory is not a single moment, it is continuous. Every step forward, every challenge overcome, every action aligned with your purpose is a victory. You have learned that it is not about luck, talent, or opportunity. It is about never giving up, embracing the struggle, and declaring, it's not over until I win. Celebrate the warrior within. You are not the same person who began this journey. You are stronger, you are sharper, you are unbreakable. Stand tall and embrace yourself. You are a warrior, you are relentless, and you are victorious. Declare the ultimate victory. Repeat it with all your energy, all your conviction, and all your power. I have fought, I have endured, I have conquered, I am victorious. It is not over until I win. This is your truth. This is your moment. This is your life transformed. Remember this forever, no matter the obstacle. No matter the pain. No matter the setbacks. It's not over until you win.